Good morning, my dear students. This is Dhanraj again to teach you English. Till now we discussed about different points. So we are in the lesson of every success story is also a story of a great failures. Today, if there is a possible, I will complete the whole lesson today. So till now we discussed about nine greatest people, how they struggled a lot for getting a victory on their targets or desires. So I already told you. Once again, I am repeating. The first one is Abraham Lincoln. So when you look at Abraham Lincoln's life story, we can find out how many struggles, how many problems he faced to get a victory on, especially become a vice president of America. So it is nothing but it is considered as your first question answer. Next, Lady Forest, Wright brothers, Colonel Sanders, Walt Disney, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Lee Iacocca, Beethoven. Beethoven is a famous musician, not magician, musician. He delivered a good music. With his music, he attracted many people. So we are in the page of 16. From the down, third paragraph. Setbacks are inevitable in life. A setback can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. Setbacks are inevitable in life. Setbacks means a repeated problems. It means repeated means even you are going to achieve anything, you get a problem. Even you succeeded on that, you will get another problem. These are called setbacks. So setbacks in our lifetime, not only our, anyone's life. So setbacks are common. So here, these setbacks can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. It means these setbacks, these repeated problems help us to moving forcefully and we can show our challenge. And then in grief, when you get a repeated problems, definitely become a sad. So when you become sad, when you are in a grief, so what kind of points helpful to overcome the setbacks? Here the writer is explaining. In grief, you will find courage and faith to overcome the setback. So when you get repeated problems, the writer is just suggest that 2 points. They are nothing but when you are in sad moment, you should be courageous and you have to fight to overcome the setbacks. Next, we need to learn to become a victors, not victims. When you get a repeated problems, you definitely become a victor only, not a victim of that particular problem. Fear and doubt short circuit the mind. So what kind of troubles, what kind of problems, what kind of incidents make our mind spoil is nothing but only 2 things are there: fear and doubt. Next, ask yourself after every setback. It means whenever you are getting a repeated problems, just ask yourself what. So he is suggesting, what did I learn from this experience? So when you are going to achieve anything, maybe you definitely get a setback. It's a repeated problem. So when you get that repeated problem, you have to ask, you have to question yourself, what did I learn from this setback? Only then you will be able to turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. So these setbacks, these repeated problems, you have to make it stepping stones. We are already familiar with the one proverb. So failures are stepping stone to success. So when you are going to success, you definitely get a setbacks like repeated problems. So you have to transform these as a stepping stones to achieve your target or desires. Next, the motivation to succeed comes from the burning desire to achieve a purpose. So here means, once again, the motivation to succeed comes from the burning desire to achieve purpose. If you have any goal, if you have any target, you have that target, that desire, it should be a burning. So if it is a burning, it means if you remind all the time that desire, so you definitely get succeeded. It is a motivation. Napoleon Hill wrote, so one of the greatest person, Napoleon Hill, he said that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So whatever thought comes from our mind, it becomes a form of can do anything. Once I can repeat this, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So whatever thought comes to our mind, so it has some different motivation like that, we can do that. So it is a formula like that. So whatever thought comes to our mind, So it definitely become to get, so we get a confidence to, we can do that. A young man asked Socrates the secret to success. Here the greatest person, again Socrates. A young man asked Socrates the secret to success. Socrates told the young man to meet him near the river the next morning. So here there is a conversation between the two people. One is a sacred Socrates and second one is a young man. So one day young man came to Socrates, then he is asking about the secret of success. Then he suggested him to meet him at a river. So what happened? When they are united, when they are both met at a river, what happened? We will see. They met. Socrates asked the young man to walk with him towards the river. So simply when they met together, so the Socrates asked him to come along with him, walk along with him towards river. So they are walking towards the river. When the water got up to their neck, Socrates took the young man by surprise and ducked him into the water. Ducked means a drowned. So what happened here? Whenever the water come to the up to neck, so Socrates took the young man by surprise and ducked him into the water. So he simply stressed his head under the water. It means Socrates drowned him into the water. The boy struggled to get out, but Socrates was strong and kept him there until the boy started turning blue. It means a simple, the boy is trying to come up, but here Socrates very strongly pulled him under the water. That's why even when he was in a drown, when he was in a water, even he became a blue also. Socrates pulled his head out of the water, and the first thing the young man did was to gasp and take a deep breath of air. So when suddenly Socrates take him up, so automatically, so he unable to get a breath under the water. Whenever he come up, he searching for taking a breath. Socrates asked, "What did you want to the most when you were there?" So Socrates asked a question, young man. So what did you want when you are in the water? When you are in the water, you didn't get anything. Even you become a blue. So what your expectation under the water? Then he said only. The boy replied, "I am." It's true. So whenever the person under the water is unable to take a breath, some people also they are drinking the water. But here also same situation happened to the young man. Instead of asking, telling the secret of success, secrets of behind success. So here Socrates did do an experiment with the young boy. So whenever young boy drowned him in water by Socrates. So after that time, so he asked one question: what did you want to the most when you are there? So except anything, most means he need only one thing. When the young boy under the water, when he was in the water, he need only one thing, that is nothing but he replied that air it is. Then Socrates said that is the secret to success. When you want success as badly as you wanted the air, then you will get it. So when you are in the water, so you want badly about air, you need air badly. That's why it is not only but a secret of a success. So when you are in a biggest troubles, you always think about whatever you needed is nothing but a victory on that only. That is you need success only. Even you get many failures. So look at that young man, when he was in underwater, he don't need anything. He never think about any other things. He gave much importance to the only air. And then in the same way, when other person is going to fulfilling his desire, when anyone want to success, so he never think about any other details. He has to focus on success only. When you want success as badly as you wanted the air, then you will get it. There is no other secret. In the same way, so if you definitely ask, when you definitely your desire should be very badly, like how the young boy needed only the air very badly. In the same way, we also think about in that way. So how the boy needed air. So in the same way, here also we get it as success only. There is no secret. There is no other secret. A burning desire is the starting point of all accomplishment. Just like a small fire can give a much heat, a weak desire can produce a great result. So our desire, our need, our want, it should be a very strong. So like that. So when you give a small fire, can give a much heat. So when you are when you get any cold, so you definitely need a warmer heat. So you need a lot. So when you give a little bit fire, so you are unable to get a much heat. In the same way, when you want to achieve anything, when you want any success, so that your desire must be like a burning, not a weak. Some of the people, they have some desires, some different desires are there. Some different desires are there. So here what I am telling you here is mostly one important thing is nothing but whatever problems you face to achieve anything, your desire must be burning in your mind and heart only. So you never give any importance to other things. So it is the lesson of every success story is also a story of a great failure. And even the story started with the example of Abraham Lincoln, how he succeeded, and then lastly the story ended with the example of a Socrates. So finally he suggested through this lesson, so our desire should be very strong, not like a weak. If we have a weak desire, so automatically we never get victory on that. Just look at these people desires, these people opinions, these people thoughts. So just think about Abraham Lincoln life. So his desire is very strong. So it never become a weak. So even he got many hurdles, many problems, many sufferings. He never quit. So take example of our life. If you want to achieve anything, if you fail in the first 10, we are trying second, we are trying third. But if we fail in third or fourth or sixth or seventh or eighth, ninth, 10th, we simply quit. But compare the patience of a Colonel Sanders. Before he got first order, whatever he prepared, whatever he reminded his mother recipe, then he prepared a one dish and he went to the many doors. He knocked the many doors before he got a first delivery. Nearly in our textbook we saw that. So here he knocked nearly 1,000 doors. So whenever the people want to success, they must maintain, they must have the quality of a patience in the matter of Colonel Sanders, because just check his age. Even at the age of 65 only, he prepared the dish and he went to knock many doors. That is our lesson. So next lesson we will start on Monday. Thanks to everyone.